As we get ready to go back to green flag racing, here's some of the action that has transpired, and there you can see what happened to Steven Wallace. He got a little assist from the 34, and then, ooh, ouch, that's where Brad Coleman got some more damage. He had been in a couple incidents already. And then pick up the 88 coming across. He's got the inside line, but not quite enough room there, and Brad gets into the one car of Max Pappas. Gets Max turned around.
It's comical to watch, guys. They're just tearing to pieces out of these things. One thing for sure, this is the last road race of the year. Generally, these teams bring these cars home. They change some fenders around a little bit, kind of prepare them for the next season. Today, they're going to have to take them home, take the whole entire body off, and throw it in a garbage can because there's nothing left on these things.
They'll have some parts to rebuild with, but they're not going to have cars left. Most of these guys aren't.
Okay, this is a 2.7-mile circuit, and there's going to be 4 laps to go when we get back to green flag racing. And there, still the fans, as they are waiting to see if their guy can pull off a victory, being the 32.
Is there not like a spin rule, Al, like there is every week? You spin out like 5, 8 cautions to go home?
That's the way it should be. They should adapt that USAC rule. 2 spins and you're out.
That really is rules at some racetracks. If you spin twice, you have to come in the pits and you're done.
Sort of like the Little League 10-run rule. You know, if you have that many, you ought to go home. They're up through turn 10. Still got a bit of a ways to go to get back to start-finish. Let's reset it for you. You've got Ambrose and Kyle Busch in the first row. Then it'll be Ranger and Edwards. Paul Menard, Boris Said in row number 3. Villeneuve and Brad Keselowski in the 4th row. And the 5th row will be Stephen Light and Alex Tagliani. So the Quebec faithful have 2 that they are really rooting for. And, of course, Rangers in that group, so we ought to put 3 up in that group. So 3 out of the top 10. And that's why you see a lot of these people still on their feet, still supporting their guys.
Well, anybody saying we're going to see another crash yet? We're going to be able to get this thing home, Andy? Come on, you understand that stuff.
Well, I hope they calm down and race it to the end, but I say they'll probably crash again. I don't know if we'll see another caution, but they'll definitely be spinning.
We are going to think good thoughts. How about that?
I'm a positive thinker, but I'm pretty realistic also.
Well, the weather has cleared off in the distance, so, you know, if we have to, we can run into just almost darkness, which is
that's the next thing. That's the next thing that's going to get us.
It's only about a half hour away. All right, here we go. Lights out on the pace truck. Marcus is going to be on the left side of your screen. There he is, driver's right. As they come down for the straightaway, he's done the same pattern every time. Slows way down right before the green flag and then hammers the throttle. See if he does the same routine. Now, Kyle's seen this act before. Kyle's right there with him. There he goes. Green flag out, and here comes Carl taking a peek to the outside. Cannot get any ground there. Andrew Ranger on the high side. He's got some issues. He's trying to hang on. A little further back. We don't even make it through 1. The 66 involved again. A couple other cars as well. The 41 of Stanton Barrett.
Looks like Justin Marks.
Yep.
Michael Annett was also involved. It looked like maybe even
Michael McDowell in 96. And everybody gets refired, except we're still waiting for that last car.
Looks like he's rolling.
Justin looks like he is going to get back out. So, no caution as of now. We're still racing.
I think right now with 4 laps to go, I just keep running them. And if they run up across debris, just drive over top the debris.
Boris Said gets into the gravel pit, manages to get enough wheel traction to get out of it. Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe. Keep it going.
Oh,
keep it going.
We got a little tread on these tires now, so you get a little more grip.
That's true. So Boris loses a lot of positions, but at least he's back running.
Carl shoving Kyle.
There's the chrome horn.
Oh, yeah, he's all over Kyle.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Yeah, these two are racing for the points. You got to remember that.
Down the straightaway.
We've been following them all year long.
Heading for 10. Kyle's got the inside line here. Oh, Marcus gets wide.
Marcus Ambrose gets in there too hot. He's going to come out with the lead.
But the gap has narrowed.
Now, speaking of there, the track just narrowed up down there in turn 10.
Ranger now just about a car length back. Carl does manage to get around Kyle, and now the caution is out again. Unfortunately, oh man, Jason Leffler has got all kinds of issues right after turn 2. And I'm trying to figure out how in the heck he could have ended up over there.
And there's Justin Marks also.
Don't know if he got it. Well, there's another car involved as well.
Well, Justin Marks really never got going over there from that incident he had. He tried to get out of there, and he did, and this is as far as he made it. He was stuck in there between 1 and 2.
All right, let's go back and see if we can sort this out. Take a look. This was the original incident. Back in the middle. See, they're going 3 wide. Look at Stevens already in the grass skating.
He's going to meet up with these guys in the middle of this corner.
That's
taking out a 3 or 4.
Wouldn't you call that bowling for dollars on that?
That was definitely his mistake right there. He tried to make it 3 wide getting into turn 1 and caused a problem, that's for sure. But we've had some other problems at other parts of this racetrack just now with Boris Said and guys like that.
Okay.
So
let's see what happens here. We're on board with Steven. Well, he had the contact with the 05 of Victor Gonzalez. And
Keep her going. Keep her going. Get her going right there.
it's easy for the crew to say. He was able to get it going.
And there's Marcus Ambrose. You see him slipping wide.
And there goes the 81 of Tagliani. He gets a boot from behind. The 27 goes around.
Jason Keller goes around.
Yeah.
You see.
And then there's
Kenny
Darnell
Wallace
into
stop.
Kenny Wallace in the 28.
well, I've called a lot of broadcasts since I've been with you guys. It's got to be the craziest one I think I've ever called.
We still haven't seen exactly what happened to Leffler.
Yeah, we're still trying to
I don't
figure
think
out
we
what
had enough
happened
cameras to cover all the action we had on that lap.
Now that's Justin Marks, and he's A-OK. Going to take the ride. Waves to the fans.
The guy looked real good. Justin did a great job all through yesterday's practice, and good little road racer he is.
Crew going to work on the 66 as they're trying to check and see how many cars we now have off this track.
And just look at that carnage.
13 in all are either off or behind the wall.
See Stanton Barrett trying to make his way back to pit road with some flat tires. Still moving.
Yeah, Steven's shown in 22nd right now. Let's go back and show you. Here's what happened to Jason Leffler. He's got sparks coming out the back.
I heard the motor kick off right there.
Just quit. And now here you see.
That's where Steven comes across.
But now you still see the Leffler slow. He's over in that other lane now. That's the pit out lane.
I don't think anybody hit him except right a little bit there. But he's basically just trying to get out of everybody's way. So that's what it was.
He's probably got a flat tire. We saw the spark, so he had a flat tire. Couldn't get out of the way.
Andy, what about the motor just shutting off all of a sudden, though? You heard it's just like almost a plug check where a driver just turns the ignition off.
I saw a lot of sparks. He wants to stay in the car. Maybe he can get it refired.
Oh, we're waiting to get a report from the team, see if they had any communication with him as far as what's wrong with the car, or if he's able to limp it back to pit lane, or if he's done.
Jason Leffler right now is 4th in our point standings in the Nationwide Series point standings. He's got a good margin behind him and a good margin ahead of him, so it won't hurt him in the points whatsoever. But it's got to be frustrating because he's had a top 5 car throughout the day, and everybody's just shaking their head.
There to push you on.
Well, while we've got a chance, let's talk to one of our 2 in-race reporters, Carl Edwards. Go ahead, Rusty.
Carl, Rusty Wallace, ESPN, you got us?
I got you, Rusty.
Well, buddy, I don't know about you, but I've never seen nothing like this in a long time. How do you negotiate all these problems out there?
It's crazy, man. With a name like Rusty, I figured you know lots about the rain, but man, this is insane. You know, right now it's drying out. I was just asking Dan. I don't know how long these Goodyear rain tires will last. They're great on our City Financial Ford. They've done a great job with the tire, but we'll see how durable they are, I guess, right here because it's drying out.